Hello and welcome to our GUNT-DigiSkills 3 webinar, Preventive Maintenance, Replacing a Gearbox. In the next 30 minutes we want to show you how you can implement also the digitalization in the world of work in your classroom. But first let's start with the concept. We have here a sorting plant with real industrial components and which issues a maintenance message. This message can either be time controlled or also sensor controlled. Now the defective gearbox, in this case the gearbox, must be replaced and overhauled. The GUNT Media Center and Augmented Reality provides you with help in these steps. So that the oil-filled gearbox does not have to be dismantled every time. We have reconditioned all the gearboxes which are for this sorting plant, and we call them the next generation assembly exercises. All these assembly exercises come in handy storage boxes, including all the tools needed for assembly and disassembly. Access to the GUNT Media Center is of course also included in the scope of delivery of all GUNT-DigiSkills 3 projects. After the defective parts have been identified and replaced, comes the final step, the functional test for quality assurance, which is done with the MT173, the test stand for gears. This test stand is completely automatic, but also can be run in manual mode. Once the gearbox has passed the quality test, it can be stored back in our stock and the next exercise can start. So the basis of all our digital content is the GUNT Media Center, which I want to give you now a brief overview. As you can see already on the screen, we not only have gearboxes, but a lot of different other assembly exercises. For example, valves and fittings, pumps, compressors, and so on. But we want to have a closer look at the GUNT DigiSkills 3 project. So let's go on the project. As you can see here, we have all the gears which are already in the sorting plant, but also the sorting plant itself and the test stand for gears. For all our project, we have a lot of instruction materials with a lot of already worksheets. We want to have a closer look at one of our gears. In this case, I will show you the spore gear. On the left hand, you can see a lot of different buttons, which I'll give you just a brief overview. If you want to have a deeper look into the Media Center, we have an excellent video in our GUNT YouTube channel. So let's have a look, for example, in the 3D file of this spore gear. You don't need to download any additional software, everything is browser-based. Let's say we want to make a cut through the gear. As you can see here, everything is possible and you can do anything wrong. If you make anything wrong, let's go back. You just have to restart the browser and everything is on start. So let's go to the other buttons in the Media Center. We have assembly and disassembly videos. We have also exploded drawings with item numbers and parts numbers. We have for each gear is separate in component groups. And each component group has his own parts list and all the technical drawings which are necessary in these components, in this component group. We have different kind of drawings, PDF, DXF and step format. So the step format is the 3D format. Then we have, of course, our classic manuals in PDF format, also a small overview about the function of Autodesk Fusion 360, and last but not least, a lot of worksheets. For each gear we have at least 15 different worksheets. And of course solutions. But these solutions are only for the teachers, so the students will get a different access and only the teachers can see the solutions. So now I'm already done with the GUNT Media Center. As I mentioned before, for a deeper look, please visit our YouTube channel and there you will find a lot of more information about the GUNT Media Center. Now my colleague Johannes Gutzeit he's the expert for the MT173, the sorting plant. He will give you an introduction into the sorting plant and the functionalities.
Yeah, hello everyone. Today I want to show you our sorting plant, the MT174. This teaching device is a fully functional model of an industrial plant in laboratory size or laboratory scale. So this means that inside of the sorting plant, a real sorting process is running, and all the components that are included in the plant, such as the motors, the gearboxes that George already mentioned, all the drive elements, the sensors, the PLC and so on, have industrial standard. So you're going to find these exact same components in a real industrial plant. Yeah, the sorting plant is supposed to sort this bulk material that I'm showing you right here. Yeah, you get a closer view now. To sort this bulk material, this is just mixed bulk material out of plastic parts in different geometries, sizes and colors. And this material is supposed to be sorted by grain size and by color. And yeah, this is the job of the sorting plant. And the student, while he's working with our sorting plant, is supposed to learn something about how to run and operate an industrial plant and how to do maintenance job on an industrial plant. Because while the plant is running and while the sorting process is running, at some point the PLC will stop the sorting plant and shut it down, and then the PLC will tell the student, oh, here an error has occurred and you have to fix something in the plant, and then the student has to grab a toolbox and do this maintenance job. So we are simulating real maintenance with this sorting plant. And yeah, while the student does this maintenance job, he can use our augmented reality experience that we especially created for our sorting plant. And this augmented reality experience provides lots of information and digital learning material that helps the student doing this maintenance job. And we're going to show you this augmented reality experience right now. So my colleague has a mobile device, and yeah, come closer, and then we're going to show you the augmented reality experience. So it works pretty simple. The students bring their mobile devices such as tablets, mobile phones and so on to class. They download a free app, and then they are able to enter our augmented reality experience. You see now the graphical user interface of the augmented reality experience. Then just tap on the experience and it will start. The augmented reality app uses the camera function of the device, and then you have to point the camera on our sorting plant. We're doing this now, and then we need a moment to load. Yeah, now you see we stand in front of our sorting plant. The augmented reality app recognizes the sorting plant from GUNT, and then you're good to go and start the augmented reality experience. And in this augmented reality experience we have lots of different functions with learning content, and we walk you through this now. You see on the right hand menu bar we can press the first button. This is about knowledge for the sorting plant, how the sorting process works. You see, we can choose steps of the sorting process, and if we choose a step, then the responsible functional module inside of the sorting plant is highlighted, and there's a short text with an explanation what this functional module is supposed to do and so on. So the student is able to learn the whole functionality of the plant just by using our augmented reality experience. He doesn't have to join a lesson about the sorting plant or has to read a manual. He just needs to use our augmented reality experience to get a quick and short overview how this sorting process works. Then we can also let the whole plant explode. So if we're gonna do this, you see it, the functional modules virtually are flying out of the sorting plant, and we can walk through the virtual model of our sorting plant to get a closer or more detailed view of some component groups. So yeah, we can get in touch with the whole plant, see how things are working and so on. And we also have a possibility to learn something about the safety technology. This is the third button in the right-hand menu bar. There you have a little drawing which shows how all the safety components are working together, how they are connected. Maybe you can choose the left one of the light grids, please. Then this light grid is highlighted in the drawing of the safety system, and the student will virtually see the light grid. And yeah, he also gets an explanation text. And yeah, this is really important for education, because a safe work environment is everywhere in industry and really important topic or theme. So the student needs to know something about safety technology, and he can learn all this with our augmented reality app. We can also simulate in this view what would happen if the light grid indicates an error or indicates that everything is all right. You see this now, that the current for all the motors and drivetrains is switched on and off. Yeah, so you can learn a lot about safety technique with our augmented reality experience. In the menu bar on the left hand, we can choose between the single functional modules or component groups. My colleague now choose the drum screen, and we can also highlight this functional module so the student will understand what parts of the sorting plant belongs to this functional modules. And here we have other specific functions for this functional modules. For example, as you see here, we can virtually look inside of the drivetrain. So in the virtual view, all the housings disappear. We can see the bearings and so on. We also can let the whole drivetrain explode. We're doing this now, so the whole component group is virtually disassembled in the single parts. Yeah, I think we're going on because we just want to give you a short overview. In this function, you have the possibility to choose the single highlighted parts, and you can just tap on the colored parts, and for every part you get detailed technical information about manufacturer identification number. You can open the technical data sheets, so lots of information provided for our sorting plant in a digital way for digital teaching and digital learning. And yeah, we also can have a view inside of the electrical components. If we're doing this, I think we have to wait a moment because the screen is frozen. Just a minute, we have some technical problems, sorry for that. We just restart the app, it's no problem. Sometimes things like this happen, sorry. But I think I go on with my explanation. So while my colleague is restart the app, we also have the possibility with our augmented reality app to have a virtual look inside of, for example, the motor and see the single wires in the motor connection box. And we can identify wires and see where they are in the wiring diagram. I think we're about to get back on track. Yeah, thank you and sorry again for that. But now we can show you this. It just has to load. And yeah, this is also a pretty nice feature for education because yeah, now we're doing this, and the electrical button please. Now, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you. So you see we have a virtual look inside of the motor connection box. We can see the single wires and we can choose a wire on the circuit diagram, and this wire is going to be highlighted in the model and in the wiring diagram. This is pretty nice for students to get in touch with electrical components, what they normally wouldn't do. But I think this is yeah, probably enough about our augmented reality experience. If you want to have a closer look to our sorting plant, the MT174, our augmented reality experience, just visit our YouTube channel. We have a really detailed video just about our sorting plant. And now we are done with the sorting plant, and my colleague will show you our test bench.
Man sollte mich jetzt hören, oder? All right. So I will tell you a little bit about our test stand for gears. First of all the assembly kits that are available as gears are mountable on this test stand. So there are 4 gears you can mount on the test stand. The test stand itself has on the one hand a speed generation, an electrical motor, and on the other hand there's a magnetic particle brake to generate torque. So you need a mounting plate to mount those gears, and everything you need to mount is comes with the test stand. So down here you'll find all the tools and all the mounting plates you need. You can also store oil for the tests. So for different setups, the particle brake can also be moved. So you can loosen those screws, move the magnetic particle brake, and for example test a spur worm gear. So that's about the setup of the test stand. Let's get about the graphical user. Let's talk about the graphical user interface of the MT173. So you can connect via the inherent Wi-Fi. You can connect your devices like a laptop, iPad, whatever you want to connect to the test stand, and display the graphical user interface you can see on the PLC over there. As you can see, it's transferred right over here. Then you only have to select the gear right here. And after you've done this, you can have the selection between 2 different tests. So one of them is f of n, and the other one is f of m. Those 2 are differentiating each other only in the first one, f of n, is you will run a test with constant speed and alternating torque. And on the second one, F of M, you will do a test with constant torque and alternating speed. Both of these tests can be done automatically or manual, as you want. And once this test is finished, you'll have a graph. You can do either you can do a screenshot, or you press the button right down here, and you can have all the data out of your test into an Excel sheet. You will have them transferred into an Excel sheet and use those data to, for whatever you want, whatever you need. So I will show you those data once more. They come here. I've done a test of this planetary gear that is mounted on the test stand. And as you can see, right on the right hand is our efficiency. And our efficiency ranges from 89 to 95, 98 to 95%. So that's very good. Our gear, the efficiency of our gear meets our expectations. And this gear can be stored until our next exchange. So, thank you for joining this short DigiSkills 3 introduction. For more information, please visit our website or our YouTube channel. Have a nice day.